Hello everyone and welcome back to the Aircraft Showcase with Ace Combat X. Hi Floof, welcome to Strem. So today we're gonna go over our third batch of 8 aircraft. And we're gonna start it all off with one of our favorite missions. Not necessarily favorite, but it's a good one to demonstrate air-to-air combat on the lower endurance fighters. Yeah. And that would be false target.
Intelligence reports that Laceth forces.
Alright, and our first one is actually a real-life prototype. And that would be the X-29A. X-29A. Forward swept wings provide exceptional turning, while fly-by-wire is used to overcome instabilities. The X-29 in real life was built by Grumman, although they got the right or the design from the F5 line. But it was an American experimental aircraft designed to test forward swept wing canard control surfaces and other novel aircraft technologies. Funded largely by NASA, the Air Force, and DARPA, the X-29 was developed by Grumman, and they were flown by both NASA and the Air Force. But because of the inherent instability of the forward swept wing, this aircraft kind of innovated fly-by-wire. So yeah, without the X-29, the F-16 probably wouldn't be flyable, because the F-16 is also inherently unstable. 2 were built. Its first flight was December 14th, 1984. They're flown by the United States Air Force and NASA. Both are retired, and I believe they are all on display now. Yeah. The first X-29, number 82-003, is now on display in the Research and Development Gallery at the National Museum of the United States Air Force on Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. The other aircraft is on display at the Armstrong Flight Research Center at Edwards Air Force Base, which is in California. Real strange stats. The X-29 has a speed of 70, a mobility of 70, a stability of 40, defense of 40, air-to-air of 30, and an air-to-ground of 40. That doesn't seem right. But that's what it says. Okay, whatever. Well, I guess it's because of the special weapons. But we've got different liveries. The Aurelian livery should actually be just standard gray, but this is an ostrich add-on or download. This is the X-29 Shin Cosma from Area 88 because I like that one. The Laceth, this is another skin. It should be multi-tone sand camo, but in actuality, this is the X-29 Aggressor, but it is using Aurelian markings. but it's heavily based off of the MiG-28 livery from Top Gun. Then Special 1 is the multi-tone green with brown camouflage. And Special 2 is the NASA prototype livery. So we're going to go with the Shin Cosmo because that one looks coolest. As for our weapons, we are armed with 64 AIM 9C Sidewinders. And while this technically didn't have guns in the real life version of it, this one probably has twin M61 Vulcan 20mm Gatling guns, just like the F5. Our special weapons include 10 quote-unquote AIM 9X Sidewinders. These are actually the Archer model, but that's with the QAM. 6 Mark 79 FABs, and 10 AGM-88 Harms for the LAGM. We're going to go with the QAMs. Alright, let me just refresh something here. Alright. Here we go. Son of a bitch. Yeah, this plane handles really well. I do like flying it. The only problem I have with it is, well, its lack of ammo. But then again, it is a tiny plane, so it makes sense. Let's look at this delivery here. Look at how beautiful this looks. It's crisp, clean. Ostrich did a very good job with this livery. thing I have noticed is that the QAM seem to hit more reliably going head to head than the standard Sidewinders. Son of a bitch. Ah. Got out of my range. There we go. Yeah, the X-29 is a very good dogfighter. A close-in knife fighter. It's got the speed and the maneuverability to pretty much outturn any aircraft save for like the high tier knife fighters such as the Burkett, the Terminator. Some of the fictionals. That's a lot further ahead than I thought. It's gonna be close. There we go. I had too much fun with the other aircraft. Don't go after the escorts, Griffiths 1. But bad guy plane. Yeah. Okay, I still have time. I just can't get distracted by escorts anymore. Alright, so next up is actually a fictional one.
We've succeeded in shooting down all enemy transport aircraft bound for Santa Elva. This should prevent the enemy from gaining any new ground for a while. Future missions are sure to be...
And the mission we're going to take it on is actually a big one. We're going to Alex Squadron.
Intelligence has confirmed the outline of a squadron of Lasaf fighters bound for Archelon Fortress. A sympathizer from within the enemy has informed us that the squadron is none other than Lasaf's elite, Alex Squadron. If they were to capture Archelon Fortress's Fenrir, one can only imagine the devastation they would cause. The Danern Straits could provide us with a chance to intercept them before they reach the fortress. Your mission will be to take on this elite air unit. You must destroy them all.
Alright, so because this one will not have real strange stuff, instead it will have strange real. It's the XFA-27. It's a multi-role. It's also, as you can see here in this game, it is carrier capable. Originally developed as an experimental aircraft, its true capabilities are veiled in secrecy. So, according to the wiki, the XFA-27 was developed in haste by the Uzian Allied forces as their, quote, last hope to defeat the Uzian coup d'etat forces. It was given to Phoenix as his signature plane. Somehow, Aurelia got their hands on the plans and built at least one for Griffiths 1. Well, built two. One for Griffiths 1, one for Falco. The XFA-27 adopts a sleek angular design with variable geometry, wings, and high output engines. It also has limited thrust vectoring. It also uses the coffin system in a very limited degree, namely on the bottom side, employing cameras beneath the cockpit to ensure maximum visibility while retaining conventional glass canopy. Its designation is Experimental Fighter Attacker. The XFA-27 excels in many different roles. It will conduct air-to-air and air-to-ground operations equally well. So, our stats for this game. We have a speed of 78, a mobility of 72, and this is base numbers. Obviously, since this is tunable, it's going to change. A base stability of 42, air-to-air of 60, air-to-ground, or no, defense of 60, air-to-air of 45, air-to-ground of 24. As for liveries, the Aurelian one is just the standard air superiority gray. Lasaf is the Ferris camouflage. Spec 1 is black body with kind of like a dark gold leading edge trim. And then Special 2 is Scarface livery. Now the original one has the livery, but Griffiths 1's markings. This is again a skin by Ostrich, the XFA-27 Scarface. Now, I did mention parts. because this is a tunable aircraft. So before we get to our weapons, let's go ahead and check out our parts here. We've got 4 engines. The advanced turbo engine. Power output exceeds that of the turbo engine but at the cost of additional weight. So it's slightly heavier, but we get a massive increase in speed. We've got for our wing, the extra ladder, which increases our mobility, stability, and our air to ground. For armor, we've got the TL armor, or the titanium aluminum, which drastically increases our defense. It's near maxed out, as you can see. For our weapon, we've got the unique quadruple missile bay, or the Scarface MBS. The limiter is removed, allowing 4 missiles to be fired in succession. Basically turning this into the Ace Combat 2 XFA. Come to think of it, I think Ace X's version of the XFA was the second time this appeared in the franchise. Because I think before that it was limited to Ace Combat 2. Yeah. Okay. And then finally, for our cockpit, we've got the ever reliable Sniper OS, or Auto Gun Reticle. You're gonna notice that if I can put the Sniper OS on something, it's going on there, because this is just such a useful part. Alright. But for our weaponry, we've got what I assume would be an M61 Vulcan auto or 20mm Gatling cannon in the lower chin. I don't remember which side it's on, but I would assume it'd be the left. The reason why I say that is the XFA 27, according to its designer in an interview for the Ace 7 DLC original aircraft series, which included this in there, they said that the XFA 27 was basically a future Tomcat, hence the swing wings, and the carrier capableness. But we are also armed with 88, although base plane 64 AIM-9C Sidewinders. We get 88 thanks to the Scarface MBS. For special weapons, we've got 10 AIM-9X Sidewinders, although it's using the Soviet Archer model. We've also got what should be the AGM-154 JSOW. We got 12 of those for the SODs, but this is clearly a French model. Same as the Rafales. The Scalp EG. And then finally, we've got what should be the ALQ-99 jammer pod. We get 6 charges of these. I don't know what model this is. I think it's just an original one. But since we're going air to air, we're taking the QAMs. All right, here we go.
Multiple fighters coming in head-on. You should see an enemy squadron shortly. This is Falcon 1. I was wanted to fly with you. My son's a big fan of yours. Well, me too. Yeah, he's come. There's so many of them. In the 10 years I've been flying, I've never been in such a massive dogfight. Listen up, everybody. Don't fall behind the Southern Cross. You, where is it? Don't superior numbers count for anything?
Oh, we got stealth planes behind me. Alright, come on. S-32s, huh? Okay. There we go. He's still alive. Lisa's pilot. Don't superior numbers count for anything. Did you ever pay attention in history class when training? You know, numbers don't mean anything. It's pilots like Griffiths. Hello, Cross. Welcome to Streb. Oh, shit. Ah, come on. God, I love the Sniper OS. Bye-bye. No, Alec 2 dead. Yeah, I figured this would be the best mission for the XFA 27 Firebird. A massive aerial brawl. Ow. And the fact that it's... Oh, Pain. Okay. Come and get me. Bye-bye. Come on, Pain. Talking all that good shit a second ago. Alright. I need to break off, get some space. Let's take on this guy. Sorrow. Pain and sorrow. That's funny. Alright, both named aces down. Alright, just you and me, Alex one.
Destruction of the Alex Squadron confirmed. The mission was a success.
Alrighty, that was fun.
Griffith 1, begin carrier landing checks. You are cleared to land.
Alright.
3 miles to touchdown.
Let's see if I can actually land this thing.
2 miles to touchdown.
Trying to land in general on the PSP controls is not easy.
1 mile to touchdown.
Doing it on a carrier is even harder.
You're coming in too fast. Slow down.
Damn it.
Griffith 1, begin carrier.
We've succeeded in stopping the... It was an...
It's not like I need the landing bonus. Ooh, a new aircraft killer's been acquired. Cool. Wonder which one it was. It's either going to be the F-22 or the SU-37. And we're not going to see either of those today. Although we will see the SU-37 in Part 4 and the F-22 in Part 5. Alright, on to on to the next aircraft in Part 3. Oh, Cross, you'll like this one. 7B.
Allied ground forces have finished preparations for an assault on Santa Elba. They're the same.
Okay, so our next aircraft actually does have a real strange version. Let me just pull up the stats for it. Give me a moment. A moment. There we go. There. Alright. Our next aircraft is the Su-27 Flanker. At the pinnacle of modern technology, boasting both refined aerodynamics and powerful engines. Okay. Doesn't really go much more into detail. Cannon. This mission speaking from sensor attack perspective. When I had the chance to take down the plate, we had time to take it. This isn't a cannon thing at all, Cross. I'm just picking missions which I think would show off the aircraft's capabilities to their fullest. So there's no rhyme or reason. I forgot what... Let's check that. Because I don't remember. Standoff in the skies. Griffiths 1 takes on a fully powered Gleipnir. Stand in the skies 1 takes on the badly damaged Gleipnir with its optical camo disabled and the SWBM destroyed. We're doing Standoff in the skies 2. Yes, we is. Anyway, real strange. This is the Sukhoi Su-27. It was made by Sukhoi, national origin, the Soviet Union. It is currently in service in various forms, one way or another. This is the base form of a family of aircraft. And around 680 were built. They were manufactured from 1982 to 2010, and it was introduced into the Soviet Air Force in June 22nd, 1985. Its first flight was May 20th, 1977. And its variants include the Su-30, the Su-33, the Su-34, the Su-35, the Su-37, and the Chinese J-11. The Su-27 was actually a response to an American aircraft, the FX program from the U.S. Air Force, which would eventually lead into the F-15. So this is Sukhoi's answer to the Eagle. Unfortunately for the Flanker, there's no way in hell it will stand up to an Eagle. However, it would probably come closer to being able to fight the Eagle than the Fulcrum could. Then let's see here. Our stats for Ace X. We have a speed of 80, mobility and stability of 50. a defense of 50, air-to-air of 70, air-to-ground of 20. Our liveries. Well, the Aurelian one would be the three-tone sky blue and gray based off the Soviet standard SU-27S livery. But given the tail code here and tail emblem, I'm going to guess it's actually a... Yeah, this is a ostrich livery. This is Re-Dux. And Re-Dux 2 being famous for always getting shot down over Griswold. Oh yeah, in Strange Reel, without the Russian debuff, the flanker does a much better job at challenging the F-15. And then the Lasath livery, you've got the desert camo. Special is a three-tone gray with black snow camo based off the Su-27 SKM 305 black of the Russian VKS. And Special 2 is white fuselage with blue triangular design, likely inspired by the Russian Knights. We're actually going to go with the Aurelian version. As for weaponry, we are armed. Oh, operators. I forgot the operators. Real strange operators of the Su-27 currently include Angola, China, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, the Russian Federation, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, and unofficially, two Su-27P models were delivered to the United States in 1995 from Belarus. Two more Su-27 UBs were bought from Ukraine in 2009 by a private company, Pride Aircraft, for sale to civilians. The aircraft was bought by the Air Force in 2011, and one of them was retired in 2023. They have been spotted operating over the Air Force base that doesn't exist for evaluation and aggressor training purposes. Former operators include Belarus and the Soviet Union. I don't. I was way too young for that. And I hadn't awakened my tism yet. Also, early on, the Blue Angels were flying Hornets, and I didn't like the Hornet because Tomcat was better. So I didn't really care as much about the Blue Angels as I do today. Child Raz was dumb. Anyway, we are armed with a single 30mm GSH-30-1 autocannon on the cheek. I was 4, but I don't think I watched that one. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. We're also armed with 62 R-60 aphids for standard missiles. Shit. 12 R-77 Adder XMAs, although we're using the American AIM-120 model. What should be 12 FAB-250 250 kilogram bombs, although this is the Mark 83 model, and 10 what should be the RKB 250 cluster bombs, but I don't know what model that is. We're going to be using the adders. I might have seen that documentary, Cross. I know I've seen a Blue Angels documentary, I just don't remember what its title was.
What are they up to? What's that sound? It's the Gleipnir! Don't just stand there! Attack! Target the Gleipnir! Come in, cannon fire! Hit it with everything we've got! The SWBM can't reach us here, but watch out for conventional ordnance. Look! The disc on the bottom is starting to low! What's he doing?
Oops.
The vehicles below the Gleipnir were just vaporized. What on earth is that? That's the Gleipnir! Our ground forces are strong enough to handle it on their own? I don't think so. I can't
But
believe
once again, Ostrich does a great job making a livery.
It appears the enemy has some kind of new super weapon. If the Allied ground forces are defeated, we won't be able to maintain our military presence. Casualties to the Allied ground forces will be displayed on your MPG. Protect them and keep the gauge from reaching max. All ground forces have withdrawn from St. Helena. Understood. Now we can destroy those vile Aurelians with our shock cannon. It's too dangerous below the Gleipnir. Gain altitude as soon as you see any sign that it's about to fire. It disappeared. Time long freedom again.
Actually, if anything, the Gleipnir would be more susceptible to shockwaves than a standard fighter because of its size. Just saying.
Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact!
Yeah, you probably should have had better AA defenses.
Command, I regret to inform that we will not be able to complete the mission. It's time the Southern Cross saw the true face of Lisa's might. Prepare the shot cannon! The airborne fortress is changing course. It's descending towards the city. Oh no! They intend to use the shot cannon on the city! Griffith 1! Countdown to shot cannon fire will be displayed on your MPG. Destroy the shot cannon before it fires. All surviving ground forces, head for the riverbank! We're gonna fill that beast full of lead! The lives of thousands are at stake.
Technically, you're not going to fill it with lead. It'll be more like tungsten. But I appreciate the enthusiasm.
The airborne fortress is 10 miles from the city. It's no good! Even from behind, I can't seem to get a straight shot! Miles to the city!
Eh. There we go.
Great Bear is finished. The Gleipnir has changed course and is moving away from the capital. The controls won't respond. Come on, just a little more. If we can hold together long enough. Please crash into the river. There are too many civilians here in Santa Elsa. I will deliver one final blow to the enemy as commander of the Gleipnir. Am I to be denied even that?
Yep.
We did
Go
it.
fuck yourself.
The Gleipnir's falling. The Gleipnir is crashing!
Rip bridge. Okay. Next aircraft.
We've succeeded.
Yeah, I know. B. I both like and don't like the Santa Elva missions, because on the one hand I do like them because it's kind of fun to take out airships. I don't like it because you don't really... I don't feel like I've got time to really get more kills under my belt. Because you have to stick close to the Gleipnir so you can know where it is, so you can keep yourself either above or below it. Anyway.
We have obtained information.
Our next aircraft. It's the final aircraft in this row. It's the F-2A Viper Zero, an attacker. While this aircraft's design is optimized for air-to-ground and air-to-ship combat, the F-2A is also an effective air superiority fighter. So yeah, they call it an attacker, but it is a capable air-to-air fighter. Real strange stats. The F2 Viper Zero is a multi-role fighter developed or derived from the General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon and is manufactured by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. It's solely operated by the Japan Air Self-Defense Force, with a 60-40 split manufacturing between Japan and the United States. The American manufacturing was handled originally by General Dynamics, but now by Lockheed Martin. 98 were built, including 4 prototypes. It's manufactured from 1995 to 2011. It was introduced in 2000, and its first flight was October 7th, 1995. It is still in service. Strange real stats. We have a speed of 70, a mobility of 50, stability of 70, defense of 60, air-to-air of 80, which is extremely high for an attacker, and air-to-ground of 40. I'm not exactly sure I buy all those stats, but this is what the wiki says, so I'm relaying it. Our liveries, we've got the standard Aurelian blue marine camo for the JSDF. Okay. And for LASAF, we've got the, well, in-game it would be the brown and green camo. But since I hate that one, I replaced it with the Ostrich F2A number 502 prototype livery with the JSDF markings. You can also get it with the Griffiths markings. Our special one would be is supposed to be the light blue camo, but I got an ostrich one, the F2A Nagase. There are 3 versions. The Griffiths one, which has Griffiths markings, which is the livery. The Infinity one with the Icaros helmet here, but nothing else. And then the Assault Horizon one, which is the one we've got right now. Not sure why I have it. No, for no reason. Shut up. And then our 4th livery is the Cypher livery from Ace Combat 5. Yeah, Ostrich made that one. So, yeah, we'll totally do this one. Because I know what the pilot's like. As for weapons, we got the Japanese version of the M61 Vulcan 20mm autocannon in the left cheek. Right there. Then we've also got 68 AAM-3 standard missiles. For special weapons, we've got 10 ASM-2 anti-ship missiles, the Long Lance. That's what at least I nickname it. 14 CBU-87 cluster bombs. And 16 double AM-4 air-to-air missiles, although this is the AMRAAM model. But we're going to use the cluster bombs.
The target enemy destruction ratio will be displayed on your MPG. Continue to destroy enemy targets until the number reaches 0. What a desolate place. Just wait a little longer. Reinforcements will be here before long with fresh supplies. Then we should be able to stick it to those Aurelians again. The enemy aircraft! The Southern Cross. Isn't that the guy that's going to Glacier?
Yep. Ow.
So you've just been waiting until now to strike. Damn it, I'm not gonna die here.
The fuck?
No, helicopters don't stand a chance against their fighters. Chance. I'm going down!
Says the ground unit.
The tanks are in the way! Stop messing around! We need to get to the main unit! Evasive maneuver successful.
Yeah, 16's like, what are you? I'm you, but better.
Forget about the counterattack. Concentrate on staying alive.
Okay, these bombs fucking suck.
Out of ammo. I can't do anything. Enemy fire overhead. I missed.
There we go.
Life will be that stolen. It's only a matter of time before we're decimated.
I mean, that is the hope.
Alright, I dodged it. Damn it! Another one went down.
But yeah, seriously, if you have the ability to emulate Ace Combat X on the PSP emulator, give Ostrich's stuff a look-see. The HD texture pack makes it so much crisper, and his liveries are fantastic. And he's got quite a few.
Target. Hey, look! Isn't that one of ours? What? Increased enemy numbers on radar. Enemy reinforcements. So many. Where did they all come from? Quick! What's going on? I didn't hear anything about enemy reinforcements. I'm sorry, they're using stealth. I didn't see them on radar. Look, our guys. Reinforcements from the Southern Air Base have come. We're
so fun when you're in that side of a dogfight, is it? No shit. Damn it!
Griffith 1, come in! Oh no, he's been shot down!
Missiles are so hard to dodge in this game. Alright. Retry.
The target enemy destruction ratio will be displayed on your MPG. Continue to destroy enemy targets until the number reaches 0. What a desolate place. Just wait a little longer. Reinforcements will be here before long with fresh supplies. Then we should be able to stick it to those Aurelians again. The enemy! Enemy aircraft! The Southern Cross? Isn't that the guy that coined the glacier? Senator. No, you've just been waiting until now to strike. Damn it, I'm not gonna die here! No, helicopters don't stand a chance against their fighters. Damn. Right, I dodged it. The tanks are in the way. Stop messing around. We need to get to the main unit. Evasive maneuver successful. Forget about the counterattack. Concentrate on staying alive. I can't do anything. Enemy fire in your hand. Hold on. Now my puppy that's stolen. I missed. Good kill. In this open space, we're like fish in a barrel. It's only a matter of time before we're decimated. Sisters!
Okay, we're doing a lot better now. Largely because I didn't take salmons early on.
Help me! He's right behind me! What if I went down? Damn it! Another one went down!
Yeah, the SC-37s were using stealth.
Your MPC has increased due to enemy reinforcements. You can yell at me all you want when you get back. Just make sure you come back alive. Return fire, shoot!
Hello, Mia. Welcome to Stram. We're doing round 2 of the Viper Zero because I got my ass shot down by stealth bombers.
Help me! He's right behind me!
Ow! Like that. All SAM sites must die. All right. There we go. That's a lot better. Alright, so the next aircraft on the list is going to be another Strange Reel exclusive. I think we're halfway done. Just getting the notes ready.
The concentrate.
Alright, so for this next one, we're going back to Alex Squadron.
Intelligence has.
For the XR-45 Caraburn, an air-to-air fighter with unique forward swept-wing design. This is a carrier plane. It is also Strange Rail only. So for its Strange Rail history, the XR-45 Caraburn was developed by an aeronautical division of an unknown multinational corporation, likely Newcom. Because it does have a lot of design elements that would be later found in Newcom designs. It also has the R designation, just like most Newcom aircraft. During the early days of the Iranian War, the Caraburn was made available to the Iranian Air Force. At the time, it was suspected that its manufacturers sent a small number of Caraburns to Aurelia in order to gather data from live combat. Falco 1 had access to the fighter during the initial stage of the invasion. It was later made available for use by Griffiths 1. As for our stats in-game, we have an 80 in base speed, 88 in base maneuverability, 40 in base stability, 30 in base defense, 40 in base air-to-air, and 20 in base air-to-ground. But since this is a strange rail aircraft, the comments start somewhere before they came. Yeah. In fact, it's theorized that quite a few of the Ace X original planes are new Kong designs. Anyway, as for liveries, I don't think Ostrich has any for the Caravan. No, he does not. Okay. So our liveries, we've got graphite black for the Aurelian. Yeah, this also is a coffin design, complete coffin. Got the brown desert for Laysanth, gray light blue camo, unlocked by completing Operation X, and the deep blue for Special 2. We're going to use this one. We are armed with twin 20mm cannons mounted on the wing roots. Then we're also armed. Oh, parts. So, Caraburn's parts that we have equipped here. We've got our engine is the C-Cycle engine. State-of-the-art engine combining characteristics from multiple engines. It increases our power without cutting our mobility. For our wing, we've got the Caraburn unique part, the Sylph wing. This aircraft-specific aileron provides increased maneuverability befitting of its name. It's lightweight, it increases our air-to-air, but lowers our defense. For armor, we've got the titanium aluminide armor, which bolsters our defense, basically giving us the defensive points that we lost from the Sylph wing. Our weapon is the tracker missile. Standard missile equipped with CPU for increased tracking performance. Basically, it makes it to where these missiles have Ace 0 level homing, which is an improvement, but not by much. And for our cockpit, we have the all-powerful Sniper LS. But we are armed with 66 AIM-9C Sidewinders. For our special weapons, we've got the Darkfire XLAA. We've got 12 of them. We've got 14 volleys of the LAU-68 rocket launcher. And 10 R-73 Archer QAMs. We're gonna take... Actually, we're gonna take these. Alright. Let's go.
Multiple fighters coming in head-on. You should see an enemy squadron shortly. This is Falcon 1. I was wanted to
Liveries 3. Yeah, I love the Caraburn for air-to-air. It's one of the best air-to-air fighters. Just don't get hit. You can go all in on the close in with QAMs, or give yourself some range with the dark fires. But your main weapons are actually going to be your Sniper OS equipped twin 20 millimeters. Well, that was a good volley. I think I got at least 2 or 3 of them. Also, let's take a look at our cockpit here. Yeah, that's what the coffin cockpit looks like. I'm not a fan of the cockpit view for the Caraburn, to be honest. However, I do really like the way it looks on the outside. Yeah, the Caraburn with the Silfwing and the Sea Cycle engine is probably the fastest aircraft in the game. It's also the most maneuverable. And it's a fucking glass cannon.
Help me! He's right behind me! Destruction of the Alex Squadron confirmed. The mission was a success.
Oh, I love the Caraburn.
Griffith 1.
Yeah,
the
no.
enemy carrier landed.
We've succeeded in stopping. It was an
Alright, so for the next one, we're actually going back to Real Strange. Or Real Strange Aircraft, at the very least. Okay. Makes sense why we're going for this one.
Allied ground forces have.
Because this next aircraft is basically the naval equivalent of the flanker. So why not use the flanker's mission? It does the same job. And that would be the FA-18E Super Hornet. This is a multi-role, and is a superior multi-role aircraft boasting both high maneuverability and stability. Real strange stats. This is manufactured by Boeing, although originally by McDonnell Douglas for 2 years before Boeing bought them out. Excuse me. It was built from the McDonnell Douglas FA-18 Hornet, and over 632 of them have been built as of April 2020. Manufacturing began in 1995. They're still being built. They're still in service. They were introduced in 2001, and its first flight was November 29th, 1995. Operators include the Royal Australian Air Force, the Kuwaiti Air Force, and the United States Navy. The Legacy Hornet is still being used by Uncle Sam's misguided children, but not the Navy. But strange real stats include a base speed of 70 with a mobility of 60 and a stability of 70, defense of 60, air-to-air of 70, air-to-ground of 40. Our liveries, well, the Aurelian one, as you can see, is not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the ASG, but I got an ostrich livery. And I don't really need to say what it is, but I'm going to anyway. This is Maverick from Top Gun Maverick. There's two variants, the Maverick one and then the Griffiths one. The Griffiths one, however, is red instead of the Maverick blue. For LASAF, what we're supposed to have is three-tone gray aggressor camo. What I actually have is Ostrich's FA-18E Groom. With the Groom markings, there's also Griffiths markings. Then for special one, it would be the Aggressor Blue Camo. But what we actually have is the F-18E Harv. And the specific one is actually from Ace Combat 6. From the Slovakian Navy. This is Dama. And our final livery actually is the legitimate livery. This is the gray body with black upper body and trim. Yeah. Again, I cannot shout out Ostrich enough. He has done so much for Ace Combat X emulation. Top Gun fans literally designed a more theme for Rooster and Eggman. They're the same as Mavericks, but Rooster. Those can be found in the DLC of A7 for the Top Gun DLC. They are skin 2 and 3 respectively. Excuse me. And that's vanilla with the DLC. So they're as official as they could be. But we're gonna go with Maverick. This mouse. We are armed with a single 20mm Vulcan nose-mounted Gatling gun. We are also armed with 68 AIM-9C Sidewinders, 12 AIM-120 AMRAAMs, 14 BLU-27 napalm bombs, and 4 charges of the ALQ-99 ECMP. This is not that model, though. We're going with the AMRAAMs.
Griffith 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Yeah, we could see them in Top Gun 3, but the one thing I don't want to see in Top Gun 3 is Maverick flying. Top Gun Maverick was a perfect send-off for him.
Good luck.
If he wants to make a cameo on the ground as like an instructor or a, mentor or something like that, sure, fine, whatever. But Maverick should not be flying in Top Gun 3.
No sign of the Glaive Nothing? That's impossible. Damn, Lisa.
Yeah.
What are they up to? What's that sound?
I mean, if you want to have Maverick fly in a civilian capacity, fine, great. I'm okay with that. But Top Gun 3 should be about Rooster and Hangman, not about Maverick anymore.
The vehicles below the Gleipnir were just vaporized. What on earth is that? That's the Gleipnir! Our ground forces are strong enough to handle it on their own?
Look at this beautiful livery.
I can't believe they've made such a terrifying weapon. Sir,
I will take any excuse to show off ostriches.
It appears the enemy has some kind of new super weapon. If the Allied ground forces are defeated, we won't be able to maintain our military presence. Casualties to the Allied ground forces will be displayed on your MPG. Protect them and keep the gauge from reaching max. It's too dangerous to fly at high altitude. Try to stay lower than the Gleipnir. All ground forces have withdrawn from Sanelva. Understood. Now we can destroy those vile Aurelians with our shock cannon. It's too dangerous below
And we did it before they blew up any of our ground forces. At least the ones we can protect. Oh yeah, if they want to have a scene in Top Gun 3 with Maverick flying his P-51, by all means. That would actually be kind of cool. Especially if he's schooling the kids in his P-51. Goddamn screen shaking.
Airborne Fortress, missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact!
It'll probably be the Mustang Cross, because as much as I would love to see him in a Tomcat again, the Tomcat that they stole, well, at the end of the movie, it's not really airworthy anymore. Because it doesn't have a forward landing gear, and they had to crash it.
Damn it! Smoke's pouring into the bridge! Engine 6 is on fire!
And there's not really any more parts.
Floor is falling. We can maintain altitude. Command, I regret to inform that we will not be able to complete the mission. It's time the Southern Cross saw the true face of Lisa's might. Prepare the shotgun!
You know, physically and aerodynamically, if the Gleipnir is in this position, it's not going to fall down like it is. It's just going to go straight down. Cyclone is not high enough in the Navy to do that.
The airborne fortress is 10 miles from the city. It's no good. Even from behind, I can't seem to get a straight shot. No special weapons firing. The Gleipnir is finished. The Gleipnir has changed course and is moving away from the capital. The controls won't respond. Come on, just a little more. If we can hold together long enough. Please crash into the river. There are too many civilians here in Santa Elsa. I will deliver one final blow to the enemy as commander of the Gleipnir.
Well, yeah, because
To be denied even that.
how are you going to do that?
The Gleipnir's falling. The Gleipnir is crashing.
I mean, well, on the Agayon, if you're on the flight deck, you could probably just run off and jump with a parachute. Well, yeah, but in the Gleipnir, where are you going to jump from?
We've
the
succeeded
last
in
one.
destroying
If
the
you can make it
Gleipnir.
there.
The Santa El...
But for the Agayan, it's a lot easier because just make it to the flight deck and run off and jump. Preferably from behind, run to the back. Yeah, unlike a ship, like a naval ship, there's no railing you can just jump off and on a ship, if you jump off, I mean, you just hit the water. And usually most decks, well, most boats aren't, their deck isn't tall enough where that would be fatal. And those that do have, or that are that tall, have lifeboats that you just get lowered down there. Yes, Cross, I did see that. I haven't seen the full episode of it, but I have seen Sailor Moon Abridged. Then starships, they have escape pods, but those work because you're in orbit. You have time for the escape pod to decelerate. Airships, though, I don't really know how evacuating an airship would work, logistically speaking. Alright, our second to last aircraft. Okay, mission 3A. You know, I've been wondering, why are we going all the way back to the beginning? Well, because this next aircraft is a slow motherfucker.
This battle. They're few in number, but we've managed to assemble a small ground force. However, the Laysath fleet continues to gather in Port Patterson, and the presence of the Transportation Corps has also been confirmed. Having lost Puna Base, it appears Laysath now intends to shuttle in troops and supplies overseas. If any more ships dock at Port Patterson, enemy strength will become more than our ground troops can handle. In order to prevent this, we need you to launch a preliminary strike on Port Patterson. Destroy all enemy supply vessels, landing ships, and
but we have no evidence of that.
Try to keep as many
it's going to be up to your head
entering the port as possible.
I would like to think that some of the crew could have escaped.
Inside the port
it'd be a lot easier on, say, the Agayan or the Arkbird. In fact, we know the Arkbird has escape pods because the Ocean that was kind of held captive and then sabotaged the Arkbird for us. He escaped on the only escape pod and said, "Screw you, Grayman, I'm out." But other than that, we don't really see any. And I don't think that there's any way you can get off the Gleipnir. Likely because I don't think General Navarro cared enough to have evacuation options. Alright. Our aircraft. You might ask, why wouldn't Navarro want evacuation options on his airship? Well, because he's fucking evil and that costs money. Alright. The F-117 Nighthawk. The latest in stealth technology comes at the cost of maneuverability and weapons load. So real strange stats. We've got the Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk. Country of origin, the United States. Sole operator, the United States Air Force. Its manufacturer is Lockheed. It was retired for combat in 2008, but is still used as a training aircraft as of 2025. 64 were built, 5 of them being the YF-117As, 59 of them being the full production model. They are manufactured from 1981 to 1990. They were introduced officially on October 1983, and its first flight officially was June 18th, 1981. Now you might ask why I say officially. Well, that's because a lot of the Nighthawk's origin is still classified. So we don't really know exactly when the Nighthawk's design first took off. But yeah. It is solely a bomber, but it was designated as fighter for, well, there's theories about it. One, it was to confuse the Soviets, because they thought, oh, it's a fighter. 2, it was to exploit a loophole in the nuclear disarmament treaties, because that limited the number of bombers we could have. Well, it's designated a fighter, therefore it doesn't count. Can it kill aircraft? No. Shut up. Yeah. Officially, it has no air-to-air capabilities. Sorry. But why did the Twitch thing pause? Whatever. Strange Real stats. We have a speed of 40. Mobility of 50, stability is 70, defense of 70, air-to-air of 20, air-to-ground of 70. Our liveries. We've got for the Aurelian, should be the all-black camouflage, but once again, I have an ostrich skin instead. The F-117A Phoenix in the light version. There is a dark version, but I prefer the light one. Lasaf is what it's supposed to be, which is the forest camo. Then for the special, we have the Gray Dragon, two-tone gray, and special is the two-tone black-gray digital camo. But we're gonna be Phoenix, because why not? I like showing off ostrich's stuff. And then for armament, we've got, because this is Strange Road, we have a 20mm M61 Gatling gun located under the nose that pops out. We shouldn't have it, but we do. We also are armed with 54 AIM-9C Sidewinders. Real life, this wouldn't have those. But this is the game, and Strange Real says fuck you to real life. This is an arcade game. You want realism, play DCS. Special weapons include we get 16 GBU 16 paveway guided penetrating bombs, 14 Mark 84 unguided bombs, And 12, AGM-88 harm anti-surface missiles. But we're gonna go ahead and take these. Hopefully these things can sink a ship. We'll find out. Okay, second to last
Griffith 1,
plane.
you are cleared for takeoff. Griffith 1, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
No, I got it. I gotta pause real quick. Give me a second. Sorry. Okay. There we go.
Crux to Griffith 1.
Mama Raz is not calling, but texting about Turkey Day next week.
Please pay careful attention to the MPG during this mission.
Just wanting to confirm
I'm
schedules.
Major Bertman, Ground Force Commander. There are landing ships within the enemy fleet. We'll lose the battle if a battalion is allowed to make it ashore. Do not allow more than 3 landing ships to enter the port. We will be risking our necks out here with you. Let's take back Port Patterson. Oh, wait, I got something on radar.
You should.
The city on high alert. I don't want to see so much as a kitten out on those streets. Just make sure that bridge is raised.
Alright, so the GBUs still suck. Got it. Good to know.
Somebody help us!
Also, the worst part is, yeah, I do not have both days off. I just have Thanksgiving itself. I work retail full time, so I have to have, I have to work on Black Friday.
Destroyed.
They wouldn't let us use vacation days.
Enemy ship destroyed.
That said, my schedule doesn't change for Black Friday, so I get to leave at 1:30 as normal.
Enemy freighter destroyed. Everybody, alert to port. Bridge control room to base command. Commence raising of the bridge. This is the fifth amphibious unit. We're about to enter the port. You'll be able to acquire supplies after entering the port. Just head for the bridge. Good kill. Damn it, our whole fleet's sinking. We've raised the bridge. Hurry up and get inside the port.
Yeah, I've never really been a fan of the Nighthawk. I get why it looks the way it does. I still think it looks weird. I also don't like how slow it is. And the fact that in the game, stealth doesn't really mean jack shit.
Enemy freighter destroyed. All guns fire artillery barrage. Don't let the enemy get close.
Pickle!
Enemy planes approaching. Somebody help us! Coming up from behind you! Evade! Good kill! So these are the guys that took from the base. We'll get a medal for taking them down. Watch the battle on the port side. Shit!
Special weapon fire button low.
Destruction of enemy fleet confirmed.
Down you go.
Mission was a success.
Alright. Last aircraft.
We've succeeded in destroying our ground troops scored.
It's going to be another attacker. Okay. Alrighty. We're gonna go back to striking point. No, let's check this one, this side.
We have obtained intelligence.
Alright, our final aircraft of the night is the F-16 XL, or the Strike Falcon, as I like to call it. This aircraft boasts excellent acceleration control at low speeds, as well as large weapons payload. This is an attacker. Real strange stats. This is the General Dynamics F-16XL. It entered the U.S. Air Force's Enhanced Tactical Fighter competition in 1981, but lost to the F-15E Strike Eagle. 2 prototypes are shelved until being turned over to NASA for additional aeronautical research in 1988, mostly on laminar flow. But 2 were built. First flight was on July 3rd, 1982. They were retired in 2009. Primary operators were the United States Air Force and NASA. Both are on display. One is in Museum Air Park at the Air Force Flight Center Museum in Edwards Air Force Base. The other one is in storage at the same AFB. Strange real stats. We had a speed of 70, mobility of 50, stability of 60, defense of 50, a air-to-air of 40 and air-to-ground of 70. For our liveries, we've got the Aurelia ASG, Lasath Desert Camo. Our special should be the 3-tone brown camo, but this is an ostrich custom. I've got a lot of those. If I can find it. Well, I can't actually find it on this page, but I know. Wait. Maybe it's. Oh, this is special 2. I don't have a special one yet. Okay, never mind. This is not an ostrich. This is special 2, which is the NASA colors. My bad. Whoops. As for armaments, we are armed with one 20mm Vulcan autocannon, or Gatling gun. We're also armed with 64 AIM-9C Sidewinders. As for special weapons, we've got 14 AGM-65 Mavericks, 10 AIM-7 Sparrows, and 8 JP-233 bomblet dispensers. Well, 8 charges of them. I think since I suck with these, I'm just gonna go with the Mavericks. All right. Yeah, this in real life would have been a good light strike fighter. The problem, though, was that the Air Force wasn't looking for one. And that's why they went with the Strike Eagle. Because they could literally put anything they wanted to on the Strike Eagle, and it would work. God, I love that explosion sound.
Our target is San Alva. Forget about him. The fuel truck was hit. The surrounding vehicles were caught in the explosion. Keep a safe distance or you'll be toast.
Sorry for all the coughing, but the water I've been drinking hasn't been helping. waste missiles on barracks? Yes. Yes, I am.
EE guns destroyed.
Of course there'd be a scene that I couldn't target until it was too late.
Target destruction ratio achieved. Please continue to attack the enemy. Enemy plane shut down.
Thud, thud, thud. Fuel cargo, boom.
SAM destroyed. Good kill.
So many Sams. Alright, Rage, let's go. 1v1 me. Another reason why I think the F-16XL lost was it, unlike the Strike Eagle, which sacrificed only a little bit of its air-to-air capability compared to the normal Eagle. The XL would have sacrificed so much of its air-to-air capabilities compared to the base Falcon that I don't think it would have been worth it. Because they were looking not for an attacker, but a multi-role. Which the Strike Eagle delivered on, the XL not so much. However, the unique wing design was valuable in an asset. And its design elements helped influence some other aircraft, like the Raptor and the Lightning.
The mission was a success. Good job, Griffith 1.
Alright, that's it for tonight.
Enemy ground. Several.
So, the schedule going forward. We've got tomorrow. We have Dragon Age Awakening and Batman Arkham Knight. Saturday, we've got The Witcher 3 debut. The YouTube waiting room will be restricted or age restricted to 18 and over because there is no native, and by that I mean built-in nudity censor like there was in Cyberpunk. I think there are mods that let me turn that off, so like giving everyone modesty underwear. And if I can find those, I can un-age restrict the YouTube waiting room. But I don't know exactly when those scenes will come up. So to be on the safe side, I am restricting them to age 18. Then Sunday we'll be continuing Baldur's Gate 3. Monday will be Final Fantasy X-2. I believe it'll be the penultimate episode because we are real close to being able to go to the far plane. Wednesday we will be doing more Horizon Zero Dawn in the afternoon. Then Wednesday evening we're going to be postponing the Road to Ace series until after my birthday because I need to level up in order to be ready for my birthday collab Monster Hunter raid. So Wednesday afternoon or evening will be Monster Hunter next week. And then next week, Thursday, we are not going to be streaming, or I'm not going to be streaming because it's Turkey Day. And I'm going to be busy. But next time we do the showcase, Part 4's aircraft will be as follows. Let me just pull up the hangar here. We'll have the Rafale M, the F-35. I'm guessing the Charlie version because it's carrier capable. The Gripen, the Typhoon, the Black Widow, the Fornius, the F-15 SMTD, and the Terminator SC-37. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow in Dragon Age Awakening. Have a great night, everybody.